Hey everyone, I would like to talk to you guys about the disorder that I did my research on, which was ADHD. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. So it's a disorder that's neurodevelopmental, disrupting an individual's attention and focus alongside having behaviors of hyperactiveness and impulsiveness. This disorder develops in adolescence and carries on to adulthood. This disorder affects about 3 to 4% of children, being more common in males than females. Relevant behaviors of individuals with ADHD, the hyperactiveness and impulsiveness may lead to disobedience and disruptive behavior in educational and work settings. These individuals may have issues with creating that relationship with educational instructors and their peers, kind of being spacing class or a task. They may act out with some impulsive behaviors. So different types of interventions and education activities. These physicians and parents recommend starting off with stuff that they can do, being non-pharmaceutical. So like exercise, different activities, maybe going to occupational therapy, working on their mitigating their symptoms. So, but typically in these cases you see a lot of physicians prescribing these adolescents at a very young age, whether kindergarten, elementary school, with pharmaceutical drugs, which these individuals end up becoming more dependent on the drug rather than looking at how I can holistically, do activities and tasks that can help mitigate these symptoms to create a long-term treatment plan, basically. So the studies that I researched, a lot of them conducted short physical activity programs for several weeks at the beginning of school, like at the start of the day, and some of them they incorporated that physical activity program midday during lunch. They had positive results from all of these research studies with increasing attention, focus, less disruptive behaviors, creating positive relationships with educational instructors, their peers, their family members, and basically just mitigating those symptoms so they can live happily, without having these different hinders in their everyday lives. So a goal related to these physical activity programs that I think would help be beneficial is starting off these individuals, showing them basics of how to do a certain task, how to make sure they have the form down first, whether it's playing basketball or playing sprinting. These individuals with ADHD have the hyperactive state, they have the impulsiveness, they see you do something and they try and do it immediately after you show them what to do. Basically, I think taking it slow and having them pace themselves would be very beneficial for the individual and the instructors on controlling that hyperactiveness and impulsiveness. From the studies that I've saw, I think doing it midday during lunch would be very beneficial, so that they have the morning, they have their morning, they learn, they do whatever in class. They have lunch, they want to break free, they want to, dilly-dally, do whatever, and burn some energy. So doing that during lunch break or, a little after or before lunch will help them for the rest of the day. So going back to class, doing the tasks that you need to do, listening to directions, maintaining focus, I think these physical activity programs would be very beneficial starting at a young age in elementary school, so they're not dependent on these pharmaceutical drugs as they get older.